our brush strokes, and when I do a cloud, I do lots of white, but I try not to do pity pats. Do not want to just do a bunch of circles like this. You want to have a good mix of some brush strokes going up and down, sideways. And I do like to put some colors into it and build up texture. I'll be building lots of texture into my pieces, and whether adding some color to it, like going in and adding some shadows. Clouds also have shadows. I love to do like some lavender. You can do yellow, you can do orange, and just kind of almost like just abstract painting, just building up. We're going to just build up our layers on our clouds. Build up, and come back in and brush on some more chunky white, just like this. We're just going to play with it, and then I'll go back in and add the sky. We'll have the sky even behind it. And I like to take some clouds like off the top, even go off the top, go off the sides, just playing with it. And do you want your skies? And try not to cut right to the middle. We don't want anything right dead center in your canvas, because we want your eye to travel around the painting. And that's why I repeat my colors as I work on my piece. I love to like repeat if I've got lavender here, lavender here. Be sure and repeat that color. If I've got it over here, I'm going to drag a little bit of that over here, just so your eye will travel about your canvas. So I've got a little bit of this. Let's try some in the, put some up here, and look how that kind of mixes into that. Oh, and red and the blue, we're going to make that more lavender. That's going to mix and make it a little bit more purple. There we go. We're just going to play, practice your blending strokes. Every painting is a practice piece that can become something really great. And you can just blend it in, just blend into whatever you've got there. Just blend it in, drag it over. Let's see. Put some more gold down here. Like that, and then I can always go over this with some more green, and we'll go back in and tweak it for highlights and shadows. We're going to tweak what we're doing with our highlights, just like that. And then I'll go in and add blue and some other fun colors. Let's see, gold. Can't have enough gold. Here's my gold. A little bit of gold. And right now I'm just kind of wiping off my brush, but building up layers, building layers as we go along, and putting some fun colors in there, So, which make it sparkle. You really want to make it sparkle. Do you want to have a few trees back here in your horizon? Few trees. This is kind of a big brush. It's about time for me to switch down to a smaller brush, but I'm kind of just blocking out. This is just kind of blocking out my shapes, really just painting shapes. You're not looking at what you're painting, but painting just the shapes. Is it rectangle, ovals, just blocking in your color, which is really basically like an underpainting. Look, there's some fun purple down here. Add some more purple, just to give it a nice little sparkle. Here's some copper. Copper looks good too, up in the hills up here. We'll put a little copper. More metallics. Love to paint with metallics because they have a nice sparkle. Okay. And just practice your blending strokes. Practice. And I can always drag my sky down. I'm kind of creeping up to the middle. We really don't want to hit in the center, so I need to drag either my sky down or bring the ground up. So anyway, let's wipe this off. I've got this really dirty, so I'm gonna wipe my brush off down here a little bit. Got some green on there, so let's switch to another one. This is my other fun mop shape. This is a 1/2 inch Monday Mop by Rosemary. Great for clouds, because it's really great for clouds, underpainting, scrubbing in your background. Oh, those are a really good brush to have. So like if I wanted to drag down, let's pick up some silver down here. Pick it up. And I could even bring more yellow down here, some more orange. There you go. Drag that down into your horizon. Yellow and orange leather. So we're not hitting the center of your canvas, because we really want your eye to move around. So I'm kind of repeating my color, repeating the color. Oh, look, that's good. Put a little of that in there. It's like you're looking at this. This is almost like, could easily become a sunset or a sunrise too, when you start putting in all those really fun colors. Really fun colors. Okay, let's wipe this off. Let's see, pick up some more white. And I'm painting wet into wet. This is painting wet into wet also, where I'm dragging my paint right on top of wet paint, and it just automatically will alter the color. We'll start to alter the color of what you're painting on top of too. So, and I'm going too much sideways, so I've got to go in and break up your brush strokes here. Let's break it up, move it up and down, wiggle your brush around just a little bit, not scrubbing too much, but give it a few swoops up and down, a few swoops up and down and sideways. So, and then I can come in and add a little color here and there in their clouds, add a little color, a little bit more color, and kind of connect. It's very abstract, but we're just kind of connecting our windows. These are like our windows in the clouds. I'm gonna go down here and wipe my brush off, you know, down here on the foreground, down here, wipe it off. Let's see, wipe that off. I love painting on newspapers. You wipe your brush off, then let's see, pick up some more white. We're spooning it on. Spoon on that color, spoon it on. Look, I just made green because I touched, look at that, I just touched the yellow and I still had some other color on that brush. So we can go back in, and I still, let's see, I've got my brush a little dirty. We'll wipe that off, Let's see, okay, and just like cooking, keep playing with it. We're gonna play with it. And go back in, pull up some more color. I'm gonna make these, do a few S shapes in them, some S's, but not big balls. We really don't want big balls. We want your clouds nice and fluffy, and we want to see some good paint strokes. If you see some good textured paint strokes, that's what's really fun to look, makes a painting very three-dimensional. So I'm just building up my nice paint brush strokes right here. Just like that, And then if I've gotten it too busy, we'll go back in and kind of connect it up a little bit, connect it up. Make my clouds a little bit bigger so they're not so small. So it doesn't look so busy, dragging up and down, around and around, kind of going over that first layer, covering it up, that first layer with a little bit more. Go in and add some gold in here. That blends in well too. Give it a little sparkle of a distant color back in there. And wiping my brush off again, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to pick up this nice oval rosemary brush that's pointed. It's an Eclipse. And so we'll pick up some blue, and I like to mix white into everything I'm doing, a little white into everything I'm doing. We'll put a little bit of a dark color up here on the top, and we're just going to carefully paint around our cloud shapes, just painting around the cloud shapes just like that. And just picking up, I like to pick up just a variety of different blue shapes. There's so many great blues out there. You can use more than one blue. I use every blue I have in the bucket. I just, you know, play with it, put some out, and see, look, as it's meeting the white, it's going to softly kind of blend some of that white into your sky too. So we'll pick up, like, here's another ultra. There's blue ultra right there, and I have this Prussian blue right here, which is really a dark, super dark blue, which is really great to do in the corners of your sky. This Prussian blue, which is super dark. I like to do that in the very, very, very top of your sky, in the corners, even across the top if you want, and then go back in and pick up blue ultra on top of that. Then you can add like some of the cobalt blue like that, and that just gives you a nice graded skyline in the back, in your background, just a nice skyline. And then you can go in, be sure and paint your little edges as you go around, paint your sides, and then scoop it in there. If you want to pick up some white, just like that, blend it out, and that just gives you some really fun little sky shapes, just like that. So we're going to keep playing with that, blending it in. Just keep blending, picking up dark and light blue. There's another dark pocket of the sky. Here's some more blue ultra, and I'm just kind of painting it off and on, scraping off my brush, kind of blending it in. I like to scumble a lot, which is like scrub and rub and blend. Scrub and blend in, and then add another color, pick it up, spoon it on top, just spoon it on top. We like to have nice thick color that's thick and textured where you can see your brush strokes, and I've got a little turquoise. See, I can even put a little of that, a little pocket of that. There's a little window. Add your windows. Here's a little window. I'm going to repeat the turquoise. Do a little window here, a little window here, a little window. Where's your windows? See, that turned out really, that just picked up that white, and look at that, just pop, really pop. And so you want to have a nice balance of things moving around, so your eye is going to travel about. If you want to go in and put a few windows in your clouds, see, put a few little windows in there. Just be careful, all that yellow and blue will get very green, so I'm going to wipe that off. You just have to be super careful when you're painting with all the yellows and oranges. When you start overlapping that blue, it can get really dirty quick. Thank you guys for joining me today with painting clouds and a landscape. I'm going to now work on my foreground, cleaning this up, working on some more trees in the tree line, maybe adding some bushes or some scrubs or maybe a cactus or two, and just play with it. This could literally be anything you want it to be. Okay, and so I'll probably come back over and clean up some of this, and with some more white too, go back in and clean up and do some corrections. And I hope that you will click like and please subscribe to my painting channel. Have a great day. Thanks a lot.